Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Grill and Bar and Maeve's Bar Sligo.
You haven't come off that phone since we landed in here, you know that?
I was busy in the administrative.
Oh, you can
duties.
adjust this something fierce.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
That's a marvellous job.
You make a load of noise doing it too.
Yeah, I know, yeah, everyone's going to hear that now because we are going to leave that in. We'd like to start on little bits like that. Now, we're back in Pixel Productions studio. You're laughing at us, that's true.
I know we're back and all the rest and everything, but it's a bit...
I want to give him a shout out.
Yeah, fair play to him, like, but I'd feel very professional in this capacity.
You don't like it?
It just doesn't become
Do you
me.
feel like I'm Dave Fanning?
It feels like a little
When
bit.
was the first time you met Aslan?
Aslan. It would have been back in Waitley C now.
Well, I actually gave with Bruce Shields for years now.
I used to give Bruce Shields bass lessons before he gave Phil Linnett bass lessons.
Yeah, you know Phil Linnett?
Yeah.
I taught him everything he knows. If you don't know what we're doing there, ladies and gentlemen, we are having a little bit of fun with every fella you meet in the pub in Dublin.
That's right.
Not to go all out on the dubs again.
No.
But that's what they all say. Oh, that's a lovely guitar you have. It's lovely. I actually have a guitar like that. I actually taught Phil Linnett straight. They all gigged with Bruce Shields as well as what I've learned. I'm going to adjust mine as well. Is that okay?
A friend of mine today described meeting a Dublin person as, he's an innocent dub.
That is... I have heard that phrase before,
What does that mean?
So...
What's an innocent dub?
If you want to distinguish... I'm so sorry to the dubs because I know a lot of innocent dubs, right? So... what happens is, in the broad spectrum, we consider... So our perception... Racist as it may be, it could be internally racist.
I don't think it's racist internally.
It is, yeah. It's domestic racism.
Domestic racism.
Yeah.
right.
So we have a perception straight away that when you say your man's a dub, is we always have our backup straight away.
Mm-hmm.
So the way to distinguish between what we might consider to be the very few nice ones, we call them innocent dubs.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So when someone says to you, "Oh, your man's from Dublin," no, he's an innocent dub.
No, he's yeah. Oh, so it's an actual. He's innocent of the crimes that are committed by the other types of dub.
Yes,
the rest
by
of
the
dub.
vast majority.
Oh, I thought it was innocent. You know the way you talk about simple people.
No.
You know, he's innocent. No foul end in
My
him,
father calls them harmless.
There's no badness in him.
Yeah.
No. He's harmless. That lad. Yeah, I know he's a dose, but he's harmless.
No, so what that means is just in case you come in with your conceived notion of, if he's a dub, he's a bastard. Mm-hmm. He lets you know, no, this is an innocent version of said Dublin.
Because then he went on to compliment him and said he was very good at what he did.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now that I feel bad, so like I'm only joking, but not.
Sorry, man.
Hello, I'm only joking. But I'll tell you a story about a watch in a second. I'm only joking with the dubs, really. But at the same time...
You're not. You're not
No,
joking.
this is the best thing ever. I think I might have said this before. A friend of mine said to me, you know, the dubs love that we talk... They don't give a shit. Like, they think we are absolute fools. Like,
oh, yeah. Fools,
you know?
of the highest order.
So when we're talking like this, they don't get offended. They're like, do you hear them simple old bastards
but
talking
they love
about us?
jibing.
Yeah, they love it, yeah.
So I think we're just playing into the... If we were innocent old culchies, do you know...
Well, I mean, we're preconceived as
Are
being
we an
stupid.
innocent culture?
Yeah, no, they would definitely consider all of the vast majority of us innocent cultures, though. So they'd go the opposite way. So a dub would say, "Oh, he was talking to an old culture. No, he was a good culture, though." Like,
would it be a good culture or an innocent culture?
No, the innocent cultures are all of us. That's the way they perceive us. Is look at them innocent old fools, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a different thing altogether when they.
But surely there are country people though that go to Dublin that aren't nice.
Loads. Ray, have you? We've both.
They wouldn't be innocent.
I grew up in Roscommon, Ray.
So you know people from Roscommon that you didn't like at the time that went to Dublin?
Well, I got out of there as quick as I could.
You did, yeah.
As soon as I was legally allowed. No, that money messing. I love Roscommon. I love Castry. But we all know thick ignorant bastards from the country.
I suppose
Jesus
they do
Christ.
go to Dublin.
You know?
That's an interesting start to the show now.
It
you
is,
have drinks.
I have drinks now. I don't know what this is. I have not opened this bag yet.
I have a backup Heineken ready to go.
Lovely. Now,
it's provided by Tremendous Adventures of Anderson's... Am I having a stroke?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Kendy Raybo podcast. I'm going to get ready to do that again now.
Tins of Heineken, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and wonderful food items.
And Maeve's.
And Maeve's A Cozy Front Lounge.
Now, there you go now. They are the sponsored show and we love them. I got this, Raymond, from a lovely German lady called Sarah Plus. Or Sarah,
what?
it could be Plus. No, it's not.
Right.
I sorry, Sarah, I got your last name wrong, but there's no umlaut on the O, so it must be Plus.
There's a what on a lot of what?
Do you know what an umlaut is?
No.
An umlaut is the little double dot that you see on the top of vowels in the German language.
Is that what they call it?
And that means that O or A becomes ooh.
So it's a fancy father.
So you know the word shown, like that's supposed to be said shun which is lovely or something or love.
Shun O'Reilly.
Yeah.
It's not Sean O'Reilly.
Shoon O'Reilly.
It's Love O'Reilly. Sorry, we have to shut up about him. We talk too much about him.
That just fell out. But yeah, no. So that's what the umlaut is. Anyway, Sarah,
Take
came
that
over.
umlaut out of the bag now.
Get that umlaut out of my face.
Go on, what have you got in the bag?
Get those two dot umlauts out of my face. Okay, so here we go.
Now.
What we have, Raymond, first of all, is we're going to start with
The bag is Heineken spelt wrong.
It's a Heine man. You're a Heine man, aren't you? It says fucking Heine man on it.
Yeah.
You're a big Heine man, aren't
big
you?
Heine man, yeah.
Oh man, Ray's big into the Heine.
Yeah.
Okay, the bee Heine. Okay, so
Jesus.
this Ray. Now I didn't bring glasses, by the way. I forgot to bring
So
glasses.
we have to take a swig out of it.
This is called Helbing, and I'll be helping myself to a little bit of it. This is Hamburg's Feiner Kummel. Now that's an umlaut.
Oh.
Kummel. It's on the U.
What's a Kummel?
A Kummel, Ray, is actually a really, really old word for a moat around a castle.
Right.
So they used to brew this from the water from the springs that you're on the moat around the castles.
Jesus.
I made all of that up, and you believe me?
Yeah.
Not a bit of that was true.
Was it not?
I just made that up on the spot.
That was very realistic.
Not
What else
good.
is in the bag?
No, we'll go with this first.
But there's
Oh
something
no,
else in the
sorry, we
bag.
better go with everything because
Yeah.
you're right. Actually,
package deal.
What do I know? That's the cage that this came in.
Lovely. It
So-
looks like Gordon's dry gin.
Yeah, I don't know what it is actually. I actually genuinely do not
Well,
know.
we'll soon find out.
We'll soon find out, but we can't drink loads of it now. And I didn't bring glasses either, so we have to go old school Irish. And
Don't backwash.
Drink it out. Yeah, no backwash, man. Did you drink my Pepsi and backwash?
What is in
This
little
is
bag of
Ray's.
stuff?
Now, don't open it yet, because I think I know what it is, okay? And then this is... there's a letter. Do you think she mind us reading out the letter? I presume she wanted us to read out the letter. That's
Jesus
it.
Christ, Paul.
Okay, here we go.
They're personalised. This is very...
Not unbelievable. Straight from Hamburg.
I think I know what they are, but the feel of them.
What do you think they are?
They're
Tell me.
sweets. They're sweets or drugs.
They're sweets, Ray.
They're sweets.
And do you know what they're called?
Bonbons.
They're called Mozart balls. Mozart's balls.
Right. Is there a link here with the moat? Because you said this is from
No,
the water of a moat.
Mozart
and
was your man who wrote Cake by the Ocean. Do you know that song?
Shut Up and Dance.
So Amadeus Mozart wrote Shut Up and Dance and Cake.
Amadeus,
He did a lot
Amadeus.
of work with Mark Ronson.
Yeah.
These are called Mozart balls.
Okay.
They are though, genuinely. Will we read the letter first, will we?
Do.
Oh shit, okay. She has lovely handwriting, but I still can't read it. The first word. Okay.
Do you want me to read it?
I can't read the fucking first word.
I'll read it.
Never drink at room temperature. Okay. You try to read that, okay.
Ireland. How did you not get that?
I thought it said Romano.
Ireland has given me so much, and when I
Oh.
can't be there, your podcast makes the longing more bearable. And at least I have the lovely accent with me.
Ah, beautiful.
That's right. Actually,
Lovely.
This is a love letter to the podcast.
The taste of the two of
Tis.
us.
Also, I've tried so many Irish specialties that I thought I'd bring you a few that you might not know yet as a little thank you.
Yes.
Which is this stuff now that we're looking at here.
That's right.
My favourite sweets from Austria, and a liqueur that represents my hometown Hamburg like no other.
No.
Enjoy. And he says, and she says, and don't forget to share with your wives at least the Mozart's balls.
So we can't eat.
So I have to bring Mozart's balls home and put them in Laura's bag. That's what she's asking me to do here.
Oh, Laura, gobble into the
She
Mozart
gobble up
balls.
the Mozart's balls.
She gobbled the whole lot
Important.
of them.
P.S. That's a huge new level of importance.
No.
Never drink at room temperature. Put it in the icebox first. You're welcome. Now, I'll be honest with you. The Irish winter has kicked in.
And that was in an icebox.
This is cold.
Called an Astra.
Right, yeah.
So it actually is cold, like it's
Yeah,
ice cold.
yeah.
Okay, so do you want to drink this first?
Oh, we'll get the sweets.
Let's have an
out,
old
yeah.
ball,
Yeah.
right? The two of us. We're having a ball.
Yeah. And while we're doing this, I just want to...
Beautiful packaging.
She's beautiful. Yeah, she's a personalised bag and everything.
Unbelievable.
Just wanted to say that my father
Yeah.
listened to last week's episode.
Well, he didn't enjoy it.
He said he switched off halfway through.
Why? Because
He said it was so boring.
Why is he so honest?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know where he gets it from.
aren't your parents supposed to be like, no, I thought that was great. No, great little work you were doing. He said it was so bored he switched off.
He said it was so boring I had to switch off. So then I had a debate with him as we were
Nice.
opening Mozart's balls, which are very finely, and a picture of Mozart on the front of them.
He won't last too long in this episode either, no, to tell you the truth.
That's maybe why I thought of it. He said that I said to him, why don't you come down and do it?
Yeah.
I said, you see what it's like.
Yeah.
He said, all you do is talk about your personal lives. I said, what else are we going to talk about?
No.
And I said, you come down, you talk to Mark for an hour and see how you get on.
Oh, Jesus.
And he said he would.
You're joking.
So I'm wondering, would you be up for doing an episode of my father?
I'll do an episode of your father.
Would you?
Yeah.
But would it be shite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to teach him a lesson.
Teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Would people stick with us though?
No.
No, we'd probably lose a heap of listeners.
Yes.
Or maybe be fascinated and I might be lost.
Do you know what? I think it could be very fascinating. Honest to God, let's do it. I'm going to do an episode with your father, and then you do an episode with all my mother's boyfriends.
Okay, that's a busy room.
Oh, we have to get a big studio.
Big studio.
Okay, we're about to eat Mozart's balls.
I can't both eat it because then. Oh no, maybe we can. Okay.
Oh, it's lovely on the outside. Oh, it's hard. Oh
my God.
What's in there?
There's a fucking party in my mouth.
It's a big ball of lovely.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I never thought Mozart's balls. Is that fudge or something?
It is, and people at home anyone with a problem with chewing and people talking when they're chewing.
Move away from the mic when you're chewing. That's the best thing I've ever eaten.
Hold on now.
Don't need a second one. We have to bring them home to the missus again. Oh yeah, Jamesy.
Jamesy, flicking the keys himself.
Yeah, sorry, Jamesy. Stand up there and grab that, man. It's unbelievable.
I just threw that out at you.
Oh, just a lovely after kick and everything.
Oh, it's beautiful. Now let's wash down this stuff.
They are now, Ray.
Yeah.
We're both driving men. Don't only take a swig now.
No, I'll be fine. You're absolutely fine.
When you read how much percent it is first.
There's nothing in it. It's only something small. Right, here we go.
What the fuck? It's fucking there's loads. Oh, sweet Jesus, lads. He's after stop. We're going to have to change Ray's PPS number. I think he's...
Oh my God!
Give it to me here, man. I want to get out of it. Give it to me.
I have a headache immediately.
It's 35%, man. Oh!
Swig it into you.
Oh, it smells like fucking Savage. Hang on.
Yeah, speaking of Sean O'Reilly, that's what he wears.
That's what I wear.
Yeah.
I might dabble that in my neck before I drink it.
Well, your brother Joey said he smelled really nice last night, and he said, that's Savage. Go on now, let it into you there now. Don't be afraid of it. No.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not used to hard liquor
I
anymore.
think that's something you'd want to mix with something like a spritz.
James, will you get me a bag of Rennie? That's after cutting the chest off me. Holy sh... Oh.
Speaking of me,
Sarah, what do you... Surely you can mix that with something. What would you mix that with? Acid. I love you mixed that and cocaine. Now you'd have a great night. Holy shit and Christ. Anyway, Sarah Lovey.
Speaking of me, before you say Sarah Lovey.
Thanks so much. Go on.
The Rennie. You mentioned a bag of Rennie.
Yeah.
We had a lovely bonding moment, me and my father and mother last night.
The three of you hitting the bag of Rennie.
Actually, hold on now. We'll say thank you to Sarah first and then we'll get into that.
Yeah. So Sarah Lovey, we love her so much and
That's
thank you
really
so much
nice.
for it. Yeah,
That's really kind of you.
And it does mean a lot that someone... I remember her messaging ages ago saying, oh, I'm learning English by just listening to you. And now she's like, it's her number one
She's fluent
podcast.
now.
Oh, she's fluent in shite talk is what she is. She's really fucking going hard at it now. He's opening the Heineken and everything.
Just to take the taste of hemming out of my mouth.
Hummel. Hummel.
And the first 10 minutes of
I'm
the
so
podcast
sorry about
was
my
spent-
German pronunciation as well, Sarah Lovey, but
was spent drinking.
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, auch es ist nicht so gut.
Next so good. We went
Aber
to
es ist nicht so gut.
went to the Take It to the Limit
Take it to
the Eagles tribute last Thursday in
out
the
of it.
Hawkswell Theatre.
Sorry,
Come on now, man. Come
I'm
on.
out of it, man. I'm absolutely out of it now. I'm taking a swig of that, man. It's like diesel, man. I can still smell it. Go on, anyway.
Went to the Take It to the Limit, which are an Eagles tribute.
Ring a drug dealer, will you? No, sorry, go on. I'm joking, Tom. I'm only messing. Go on, tell me.
So went to the Take It to the Limit. We're on the Hawkswell Theatre. Are you familiar with the band Take It to the Limit?
Faith and I am.
It is made up of 97% Sheerans.
Yes.
And I mean, this is no joke. You're sitting there, there's 14 lads on the stage. They introduce every one of them. 11 out of the 14 are Sheerans.
I think it's 12, is it?
What? No, well, it's 11 or 12. It's 97% Sheerans.
Isn't there only two that aren't?
Three.
Johnny Brady,
Simon, Nigel Connell and Simon Casey.
Yeah, the three of them are not Sheerans.
They are not Sheerans.
The Sheerans weren't big singers now, so the three boys are out singing.
Worst thing is, they're all great singers as
They're
well.
unbelievable singers.
The
It's really,
Sheerans-
isn't it really frustrating?
Well, let's tell the people. The Sheerans are an oddity in Irishness.
Yeah.
In that there's a band of cousins, uncles, brothers, sons, daughters, the whole lot.
Yeah.
And they're all marvellous in music.
Yeah, all of them. And they all learned a different instrument in order to facilitate this.
We thought the Corrs were a spectacular
I
thing.
thought the Kendys were a spectacular thing.
That's right, you do it too.
No, and the McAndrews.
Yeah, but you never see numbers like this though.
No, there's a significance
spectacular.
about more. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Whatever happened, where are they from?
So they are from Longford, the only good 12 people to come out of Longford. It was actually said, they said that in the Longford Times.
Are they Longford?
They are Longford, yeah, they're all Ballymahan.
Oh, okay.
All out of them is Ballymahan.
Anyway,
and there's more than beyond that. You see, what happens is, sorry.
Didn't make the band.
Sorry now, Gary Lovey. That.
Oh, that's right, Gary isn't in the band.
So those 12 people all just so happen to all pick different instruments.
Yes.
And then some other Sheerans then sure they're running out of instruments. They said we'll double up on the
Double
drums.
up on the drums,
But
yeah.
sure, little did you know, lads, coming down the line, there's only one of you that can drum.
Yeah, and Simon got that.
And Simon got that.
And
'cause he's
Gary
the older
had
one.
to go and do something else.
Well, he's still drumming, but just not with the family band.
Right.
I don't want to tell all their story.
That must be contentious at Christmas.
Oh, well, look, you know, I don't know if they get on at all. Let's just start some vicious rumours. I don't think the boys have talked in years. Right?
But anyway,
We shouldn't be talking about them like this. Like we know them, so it's a little bit different.
So they have an Eagles tribute band, and it is.
It's supposed to be the best stage show you'll ever see. And Vinnie Higgins is their audio engineer.
Yeah, they have the premium mic stands.
Yeah,
and that's already a good
the
start.
best of mic stands.
And they're without a doubt probably the best. They are the best Eagles tribute. Do you want to know why I think they're the best?
Go on.
Because they were exactly the same as what I went to see in the Three Arena when I went to see the Eagles.
Now, so
Right.
do you want to hear the differentiation, Raymond, between what they are? So there's other Eagles tributes, there's Queen tributes,
Yeah.
right? And they all belong in. We've talked about them before. They're where they all dress up like them.
Yeah.
And usually play along to tracks, or they do an entertainment show in that variety.
Yes.
Take it to the limit. Don't dress up like the Eagles.
They don't.
They have more members than the Eagles ever had.
Ever. Well,
But
they probably
said,
got all the members the Eagles ever had all in one night.
Yeah. What they do is they say, come to the theatre and we'll give you the most authentic Eagles sound.
Do you know what I
You'll
found
hear.
to do? Right? When you listen to an Eagles song, you're right there. Your stomach is getting at you there. Now
Right.
you're burping away.
I need every next year ready, man. I need this come in by the truckload.
I'm getting to
That's
that.
after punishing me.
Okay. So,
It's
when
so-
you listen to an Eagles song, this is for all for the musical types out there. You
Yeah.
probably know this already, but for the non-musical types,
Yeah.
the Eagles were great men for putting loads of stuff on the track.
Oh man, tisn't known the amount of tracks the
There'd
boys
be a
had.
little banjo in the background that no one had really ever
Yeah.
taken
An
in
old
notice of.
mandolin.
A mandolin, there'd be 97 guitars on it.
Yeah, three keyboards.
So what the Sheerans did, rather than getting the backing track,
Yeah.
they just decided the whole lot of us can play.
Yeah.
And we'll do all the tracks,
Yeah.
all the bits, all the little bits. And
Yeah.
there's even a guitar, an acoustic guitar on a stand. So a man could come up and strum it.
Anyone at all.
And then step
if you're
away
in the
with
crowd.
yeah. It's just a marvellous show. Myself and my mother and father went to see it.
Right.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was tremendous.
So where
And
does the Rennie come into it?
we came home then, and my father said to me, "Have you any Rennie or Gavskin?" And then my mother said, "Yeah, I could do it one too." So there was a lovely bonding moment back at our house
That's really
after
good.
the gig, where the three of us were taking Nexiums and drinking a bottle of Gavskin together
In silence.
in silence,
Just sitting there.
getting
the
through
three,
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Getting
man. Do
through
you know
it.
what? There's no better bonding moment in
Isn't
an
that
Irish
nice
family.
now? Than indigestion amongst
That indigestion.
amongst relatives.
Yeah. Yeah. That obviously, what's that thing where it's like family handed down again? I think
It's handed down through generations.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
of stomach problems.
Genetics.
Genetically
Genetically handed down. by
handed down stomach problems,
Anyway,
lads.
yeah.
So that's crack with Take the Limit. If you can go and see them.
Oh yeah, but you
Jesus
probably
Christ.
won't get to see them because they're sold out everywhere they go.
They go all over Europe. Ray.
They do. I'm
They
after
go as far as
realising.
Germany.
I'm after realising.
Go on.
We didn't read another chapter of Nathan's book this week, so I have no update on how Nathan's life is
Well,
going.
sure, people are switching off now. That's the only reason people were coming to listen to this fucking thing at all.
Feck it anyway. That was one job, like.
Fuck's
I had
sake,
7 nights between now and last Monday to do it, and I
Yeah.
haven't done it. And it's sitting there in the bedside locker looking at me, his big schneery face.
I think whenever we do it, right, if we're going to record in here again with this lovely big table,
Yeah.
I'm going to put a mattress on it. And
Oh.
then you read me the story like I'm going
Oh
to bed.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Would that be lovely?
Yeah.
It would. Have you any other crack, Ray? Or
I
any
do,
other
yeah.
crack
I'm
going
going
on
to get
during the week?
straight into it now.
You're in Galway, but are you going to talk about that, no?
What did we do in Galway? Went down on Saturday night to see. We did a load of music this week.
Man, you've seen all the music.
Yeah, I went down to see the Gorilla Radio top premier #1 wedding band.
No.
Playing in a pub.
No.
Yeah, so that means they could play the songs they don't play at the weddings.
Yes.
Which is lovely to see.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
everyone's kind of sick of hearing the same wedding songs all the
So
time.
that was very nice. I have to say, myself and Laura tipped down and went out and seen them in the Keys bar.
Yeah.
And it was enjoyable. But it was very quiet.
What do you mean?
January, yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, lads. January blues, right,
It really kicks.
is fucking real.
People, I don't know why people don't drink more in January.
Because the whole way through it, Ray, all they're doing is having conversations with, oh, geez, January going to be dark now. That's all anyone talks about at the end of Christmas.
Well-
we'll have to stop now tomorrow. Oh, January's going. And this dry January stuff. Dry is the word. You dry, sour shits.
I think it's a good
Dry
idea.
January is the worst idea
I
ever.
think it's a tremendous idea.
Just do everything in moderation. Maybe don't drink every night in December, right? And then lose your family and then go, geez, I better stay dry for 4 weeks. Fuck off. Like, just go and enjoy a couple of pints.
I did that Saturday night. I drank 4 pints of Guinness.
Right.
And I drank 2 Jamesons and Cokes. That
Right.
was my night of alcohol.
Okay.
I also happened to stumble into the Supermax, which is obligatory when you go to
Curry cheese chip.
I had a curry. Well, I had a curry chip.
Oh, lovely.
Beautiful chicken breast sandwich, the whole lot.
Oh.
I have to admit,
Yeah.
I had a tough drive home the following day.
Why? Because you were like bet with hangover.
No, it's the typical Guinness thing. Guinness has, and it's
Yeah.
a pity they don't put this in the glass. There
Don't
should be
drink.
some sort of a warning. You know when you get cigarettes,
Yeah.
you'll see an old lung and it collapsed.
Oh, dirty old,
Dirty
pucky
old, pucky old, sour lung,
Old
right?
lung, yeah.
But why don't they make Guinness put a thing on it that the following day you're going to find yourself spending a very long length of time in a toilet in Ballindine?
Yeah, like it's someone having a shite, like.
Yeah, but a really scuttery one.
Yeah, bad old shit, and
Yeah.
like he's holding the wall.
Yeah,
you know
a
that
hole in
one.
the wall. I never realised the toilets in Ballindine were so busy. It's only that I was there for 20 minutes to see this.
It's people driving back from Galway.
It was terrible.
And every one of them going for a Guinness poop. Are you very comfortable pooping in public like that?
I have gotten better at it.
I can't do it.
Have you stopped?
I have trained my bowels, Ray, over the years. I'm not joking when I tell you this, and I hate when we always end up talking about poop. But anyway,
It is our strongest sweet.
it's a natural part of life.
Yeah.
I have trained my bowels over the years of not being able to poo in public. It's an anxiety disorder, okay? Get over it, okay? Where's my couple of pound every week from the government? For having an anxiety disorder.
That made me, okay.
Okay, so sometimes I'd say to Nicola, geez, I could go for an old poop now. And then the next day I'll go, geez, I never went for that.
What? You forgot?
Yeah. I could go easy 24 hours needing one, like, and not.
No.
Is that bad for you?
That's, well, it's superhuman in my mind.
But like I think of it, I think of it the same way as like the discipline that someone might have in going to the gym and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I have the same level of discipline as an elite athlete.
You've
But
athletic bowels.
Yeah.
Would this be an Olympic perhaps sport?
I have an athletic rectum, Ray.
Could you imagine? And the representative from Germany is lining up now. He has been needing to go for a poo since Tuesday.
Oh,
it has now been 6 days.
Yeah, they said this is going to be a shit show, lads. This one now, this is it. There's 8 of them now lining up, but they wouldn't be an athlete from Germany waiting 6 days.
Would they just put you in imagine if they just put you in a room, and then they fed you a prescribed diet for 4 days, right, and then they just removed toilet facilities from you, and the one that actually a great TV show,
isn't it?
The person who could hold out the longest without taking a poo,
who could shit themselves. But the funny thing is with
he
me,
who
though,
shits last,
he who shits
wins.
last wins. That's beautiful. It's like Squid Game.
Exactly, yeah.
Squish game. Okay, so but me.
Why can't you do it in public?
So at the same time, then Ray, sometimes like I do lose that control, and that's when I, a couple of times
You've had to
in my life when I didn't know it was,
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Kenny Rogers' job.
Kenny Rogers,
the gambler.
The gambler.
So that's what happened once or twice in my life, but I was very sick at the time. But right now,
But you wouldn't do it in a filling station.
No, I can't. No, I can't, Ray. I can't do it. The second I hear the sound of a door opening or something,
puts you off.
I'm gone.
Does it scare you back up?
But I can piss anywhere. Do you know? But I couldn't be shiting anywhere. I can't do it, Ray. It's not for like hygiene or anything. It's nerves. The nerves.
You just get anxiety.
Yeah, and I just don't want to. Like we have 3 toilets in our house. Not that it's a big house now, Renton.
Sounds like P. Flynn now talking. You wouldn't know how difficult it is now to keep 3 toilets in the go. It's a lot of work involved. Costs money. Toilet rolled every one of them.
But what I'm saying is, I'll go to the one that's furthest away from Nicola and Ali just to get that piece. Like.
You know you're
and I could be there for 40 minutes.
You're big time in me there.
Why?
I've only the one toilet.
But you'll get there, Ray, eventually.
It's not good.
How many's in the new house that you're buying?
Oh, more. I'd be on par with you. I'd have 3.
Woo!
Would I have 3? I would have 3, yeah.
Woo!
And by Jesus, I'd need it because you know what's broke the last week?
What?
The shower.
Oh, shite in hell, were you hosing each other down outside? You having a bath? You've no bath.
Shower broke on Friday. Sean broke the shower. Now, he makes out that it just stopped working.
He was in it for too long.
But I funny feeling him in there with his herbal essences. Do you know?
He was in there with his line comb.
And his coconut scrub.
Jesus Christ, and his wee little loofah.
Yeah, and
he was shoving the loofah back on. He was,
Yeah, something happened, and he broke the shower.
Yeah,
and I've had and I can't tell you.
I was wondering what the smell was.
What I know, I'm having to shower over in Laura's mum's house.
Oh yeah,
but the effort of having to go to another house to have a shower.
Oh, I wouldn't. That again. Now that's again. See, we're creatures of comfort too. All of us. I could not be going over to someone else's house to shower.
Could you not?
No. I couldn't be doing that. I hate when I'm staying in someone else's house and I have to shower in their house. And and it boils down to a load of different stuff.
Would you not shower in someone's house?
No, I would,
unless you had to.
No, I would, but a shower is a very enjoyable experience as well. I sing in the shower. I have a little Bluetooth radio in the shower.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And again, no more than sitting on the throne. When you're in there, that's a very special time.
It's a very intimate moment.
A very intimate moment, Ray. I will do it, but it's an in and out job. I have to do it really quickly.
Is there anything else you can't do anywhere other than your own house?
I don't talk to people very well.
Right.
I don't like it's. Is there anything else I can't do? I don't like one-on-one confrontation.
Right.
But it's not that I want the backup of other fellas, but I just get awkward.
Okay.
Anyone else get that? Someone asked me to do junkie jiu-jitsu again, right? Because they said I was the most naturally talented person they've ever seen.
I think you would be good at the junkie jiu-jitsu.
They said I was wrapping people up like pretzels. But I don't like the one-on-one confrontation. And here's the thing. I can't wrap anybody up like a pretzel. I'm only joking. I'm terrible at any of that combat stuff. But I would be embarrassed if I did. So if I ended up choking someone or arm-barring them, I'd be embarrassed then. I'd be like, oh, Jesus, now I'll have to... I'd nearly take the loss out of awkwardness.
Can I ask a question?
Out of awkwardness, I'd take the loss. But when it's football then, there's something about everyone around you that you don't...
You don't mind kicking the shit out of someone?
No.
Okay.
I've often said it. I'll call him out now. Keith Reynolds.
Oh.
Keith Reynolds is one of the sweetest boys that ever lived in the whole world, right?
Yes.
And I used to play football with him. And any time an opposition player would fall over, Keith used to turn into like a 4-year-old. And he'd run over and start picking them up, even though the game is still going on. And I said to Keith, stop picking. He'll get up himself. You can shake hands after the match, right? This is fucking war.
Right.
You know? So when it comes to football, I'm like that.
See, I don't get that.
Yeah, but you've seen that in us, though.
It's horrible. That's why I don't play football with you.
But I've no problem
you turn
doing
into
that,
different
though.
people.
Yeah. It's good,
You want to hurt people.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
No,
we don't want to hurt people. We want to win. We want to win at all costs. That's what it is. It's not that we want to hurt people. I don't like it at all. I don't like doing this.
I'd love to know if you played a game of football against a girls' team.
Yeah,
would that change your?
No, I'd flitter them up and down, and then we'd all hit the showers.
And the reason I asked,
come on, girls, it's only half time. I know. Come on, we have a shower.
Is there ladies that do the junkie jiu-jitsu?
Yes,
as well?
there is, Raymond.
And then, how would you feel if you were in a situation where you were of a Tuesday night going over to train with some girls?
Yeah, and she tied me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be so embarrassing. No, it wouldn't though.
What if you had to wrestle a lady to the ground?
I'd cut the tits clean off. I'd wrap her tits around her neck, Ray.
Why does it have to be that?
Did you ever get choked out by a diddy? You're about to. And Mark Kennedy is inventing brand new moves as we speak. He's actually wrapped her diddy around her neck. And she's losing all consciousness.
That's a really weird place where your mind just went.
They'd flip. But I'm always if it not helping. No, they would flitter me. There's. I know some of the girls that do junk, like and junkie jiu-jitsu. There's women out there, Ray, that would flit you up and down. I, for one, I don't know about you, Ray. I think men and women are just as equal as each other.
Right.
What do you think? That's an awful pause, Ray. Against women.
Big transgender head, yeah.
Ray. Women are weak as piss. That's what he
said
there.
No,
you said it now, Ray.
Well, it's the one topic we're not going to get into.
Why?
Because we get in trouble, apparently. Look what they did to what poor Graham Lenihan. I shouldn't have called him poor. That obviously indicates I agree with him in some way, shape or form.
Well, I mean, if it walks like a duck.
But look what they did to him. They're lethal to there. You can't say nothing about them.
Yeah, but
and then you end up not having a Father Ted musical, which is a crying shame.
I know, but he doesn't care that much. And here's the thing. He just didn't bother apologising to them. I've said that before. You know what I mean? He's well, no, like I've kind of made me money and I'm all right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get a musical. I'm not happy about that.
I heard him, for anyone that doesn't know this, right? Graham Lenihan, he'd be one of the creators of Father Ted. Yeah. He wouldn't be the creator, he'd be one of the creators.
That's right. And the IT crowd as well.
There was two of them in it.
Yeah.
So he created the Father Ted and it was marvellous. It was the greatest thing that's ever happened to any of our lives. And we all owe him a great debt.
Yes, we do.
However, he took issue with the idea of men turning into women and then those women joining sport.
Yeah.
And running against the other girls.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said, no, that's not fair. Can't be having that. I believe that's what he said.
Yeah.
And then his entire career got destroyed, and now we have no Father Ted musical.
Because of that.
Because of that. Of that, we have no Father Ted, and that's the real shame in this situation.
Yeah.
Because I'd go to that. That's me and Laura's favourite things combined.
Not that women's sports is being dismantled. No, that's not the crying shame here.
No, the crying shame here is that's the real travesty here now.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, you're
that's
dead
the Tony
right.
there now, so it is.
Are you going to venture into any kind of an opinion on it, or are we doing that?
No, I think I'm going to stick to the fact that I'm just sad Father Ted's music.
Okay, well then I can't.
But do you want to venture into it?
No, because
do you really want to kill the podcast?
No,
what I'm trying to tell you is they're lethal.
I don't think we have any. But that's not okay, though, is it? That we just accept that they can end your career.
Yeah, but
is it?
Yeah, but it's not okay. But sometimes in history,
the world's not okay.
People have to accept the fact that at the moment things aren't okay. It might come right in a few years.
You said that. You said it's wrong there. No, you just said that. I can't believe you said that. You said it's not okay, but look.
I think we'd have to rewind it back. Play that again.
No. I'm only messing. Like, I don't care enough about the topic, but like, I do. What I will say is, you got to be careful of the women that are. We'll say, let's say if there's women who are coming out and saying, I don't think it's fair. Like, I'm after working for 15 years to get really good at swimming.
Yeah.
Swimming, let's say.
Yeah.
And then, but your man, this woman is after coming along and just breaking all the records, and I feel like I've done it for nothing.
Yeah.
You can't just go, oh, tough. Like, you have to think that that's an opinion that she has.
It is an opinion that she has, but she has to look at the bigger picture.
What's the bigger picture?
Me and Laura could be going to Father Ted musical, and we're not. And that's really the thing that needs to get fixed first.
I think really what we need to talk about is your absolute obsession with musicals lately.
Or maybe it's just the fact that I want to avoid talking about this because I'm afraid of them.
Yeah, but don't be afraid of them, Ray. It's a waste of time. Look what Dave Chappell did.
What did he do?
Dave Chappell said, fuck you. You have to be able to a certain extent. This is, okay, do you want me to explain it to you? This is the best way to explain it. If you don't agree with what I just said there, okay?
Yeah.
I would genuinely be upset that you're upset, like.
Yeah.
Like, I actually would, like, because I'm not trying to offend anybody.
The example you gave there about the lady who spent all these years becoming very fast at the swimming.
Yeah.
And then...
let's say a biological man now transitioned to a woman.
A woman then came in and broke that record.
Yeah.
I could see very much why she'd be upset.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. That's what I'm saying. And when I say this, it's not to upset. I genuinely don't care what you are, and whatever you ask me to call you, I'd be like, yeah, no bother.
Yeah. Call me great.
I'm not that big into it, really, to be honest with you. I was just trying to be nice there. No, but I think when it comes to that, like, I would say, well, why not try and come up with some other way of coming up with maybe a transgender league for, because
but then you see they can't do that either.
Why?
Because the whole point is they want to be treated as what they want to be treated as.
Yeah.
And then that if you create a third league, would you need 4 leagues?
Jeez, you could keep going, Ray.
You'd have to have the you could.
How much of the alphabet are they using now? You'd have to keep going.
You'd have to
have
about
8 letters.
Yeah, the Olympics would take a long time to get through.
Oh, fuck me.
And now we have the
Don't now.
Now we have the LGBTQI plus
Sky
100
plus
meters,
Sky plus
100 meters race.
Oh man, no, but the thing is, it's you don't know where to stop. Like,
no.
but I just think that we all make compromises in our life. Let's say we all have to make compromises in our life.
Yes,
don't we?
Yeah.
I think if you're seeking to be the person you've always wanted to be, you might have to compromise a profession. Yeah. Because it might be unfair for you to be in that profession.
That's true.
I wish they would. I wish that it wasn't as strong as, because let's not be idiots here. Not us. We're bad examples of this. Mm-hmm. But biological gentlemen usually have a better muscle and bone capacity to be stronger, faster.
That was very
bigger.
Diplomatically put there.
Yeah, you know
usually.
What I mean? Usually, we're not the, because people that look at us and go, you, yeah, obviously, but like. So let's say the strongest and fastest woman in the world can beat a lot of fellas.
Yeah.
Absolutely, at a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But the strongest man in the world can beat every woman ever.
It is a niche thing though as well, I think. But it trickles down because...
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very niche little thing, but it's not that niche when you've trained your whole life for something.
If I was a young lad now...
Yeah.
And obviously my father insisted I do the community games when I was a smaller gentleman. Right?
I think every woman would have bet you that as well.
No, but this is the problem. So at least that time I was bet by other lads.
Yeah.
Do you know? Lads I knew.
Yeah.
They were lads.
That was still hard to take for your
father.
I
won't lie. And that was hard to take. That nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Do you know? It was a tough time. He walked away Manny's at community games meeting. I remember one in Claremorris. Man cried. He cried on the whole way home. All he did was cry.
He said, "I had one son."
He had one son, because at that point I had been really degraded down to the long jump.
Oh Jesus!
And I didn't jump very far.
No, fuck man, he was that. You were one step away now from the sack race.
I was the worst athlete. But imagine my surprise had I been running 100-meter sprints with me jacket open, fluttering behind my back like a cape.
Oh man,
and a girl who had now become a man.
Yeah. Now, well, you'd have to accept.
Me.
You'd have to accept that though.
But now are we on to something else? And so
no,
is it all about acceptance?
So the girl that has now become a man though is different than the man that has now become a woman though, because although your hormones change across the way, the idea is that if we're acting on the premise that by and large men are usually faster, stronger than women,
mm-hmm.
I would have no problem with a woman transitioning to a man and going into a sport
and beating lads.
if she can beat them, yeah, best luck. No, honestly, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I think that it's unfair the other way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you not think my feelings would be hurt?
Yeah, but like that's joke's on you, man. You just got littered up and down by everybody. My point is, it's dangerous. Okay, here's a good example, and I am absolutely open to being debunked on this. I promise you that, like, because I'm not like irate. Like,
I think Sarah Plass getting that stuff there is the worst thing that ever happened to this
ever
podcast.
happened. But I'll just give you one example, and we leave it at this now. Okay?
Please do.
Not leave the podcast, but just leave this.
I think we've left the podcast.
Years and years ago, and the one fact that I don't know about this is whether the female participant knew about it or not. So you can tell me otherwise if you know out there. But there was a biological man who transitioned to be a woman, and I'm not sure, like I said, if it was known to the other woman that what she was getting herself in for. But they fought in a mixed martial arts fight, and one punch cracked her skull open.
Oh, Jesus.
Because clearly there's a reason why they tell men not to hit women. Like, do you know?
Yeah.
And it's the reason why.
Oh, that's
there's a reason why we don't really have that fear. No, but like, there's a reason we don't have fear when we go out like women do, because it's not fucking right. Like, men are bastards, you know. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Ray, you said you're mad against it anyway. Let's just say that you're Jesus. Have you any other crack, Ray? Before because it's our last ever podcast now, so
that's kind of the height of it now. Yeah, I have a few little bits. I wanted to ask you about how would you put it? A dilemma I had last weekend.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
Is it again Laura again now? Because you got way too vicious last week when you were talking about it.
It is. Laura's related to it. Obviously, Laura was involved.
You're on a slippery slope downwards now because you keep bad-mouthing her.
We were going to visit a new baby that some friends of myself and Laura had.
Lovely.
So the friends are Rachel and David. They had a little baby and they call her Afric.
No.
And we were going to visit that baby.
Yes.
And Laura, of course, being the good wife that she is, had all the presents sorted.
She did.
And one of the presents was some sort of a printed thing that said "Fair play to you," you know, in Irish.
I mean, it's really beautiful when you see it, you guys. Fair play to you, you know.
Yeah.
It's just lovely calligraphy.
Yeah. But she wanted to put this in a frame. So she went to Dunn's and she got a frame for it, a beautiful frame, which I then dropped when I was taking the shopping out of the bags.
Jesus Christ.
And I cracked the glass in the frame.
And it's a metaphor. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
It's a metaphor for your relationship. You broke the relationship in that moment as well.
No, I don't.
Very fragile.
No. Anyway,
relationships are fragile, Ray, like a frame.
So she was upset.
Yeah.
Do you know? She was like, "I'm sorry now that happened." And I said, "Look it now, darling.
Yeah.
I'll go and fix this. I'll go down to Dunn's and I'll buy another frame." She said, "We don't need another frame. We just need glass. Why don't you go to Mr. Price and purchase a cheaper frame where we can take the glass out of that and put it into this one?"
Now you're talking.
Have you been to Mr. Price?
It's not Mr. Price no more, apparently.
Well, that's what it says on top of the bloody shop.
I thought it was called something else now. No, is there a new one down there?
What is it? Like shit for half nothing?
This is really local shit. No, Mr. Price is actually nationwide.
Mr. Price is nationwide.
Yeah. Mr. Price is, it's where you walk in thinking you need nothing and leave with everything. You're like, I actually do need pink plastic glasses. But
the everything you get won't last till the end of the day.
No, come here. How many paper cups have we at home? Look, we don't. No, we should get some though, just in case. How much party wear is in the drawer? Like, that's all.
It's where you go and get your head and stag stuff. Or if you need a big balloon blown up.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Get it.
But did you know they won't blow up your balloon, though?
Why?
They'll only blow up their own balloon, Ray.
Why?
You can't bring in your own balloon.
Oh, that's right, Chad.
They say, I'm not wasting my helium on your Pucky Sowie Amazon balloon. Buy mine for $159.
Did you buy an Amazon balloon?
No, I heard someone else who did and gave out. And I was like, well, why would they? Their balloons are $150.
Yeah.
Come on.
So anyway, I went in to buy a frame.
Yeah.
So I went to the frame section, which took me a long time to find.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens in Mr. Price. You're there a long time.
Oh, I'll be going everywhere and anywhere, yeah. Are you sure we don't need an electric scooter? Are you sure? It's only €40. Come on.
They looked like the cheapest joke. They're only $250.
Yeah.
These frames. But they look awful cheap.
Yeah.
And I was going, this doesn't even look like good quality glass.
What's wrong with the Pringles in there?
What?
Sorry.
And everything else. There must be something wrong with all of the sweets.
What's wrong with the sweets?
Yeah, because it's all so cheap.
So that's
sorry. The Pringles truck can't be delivering.
That was an
places.
intrusive thought.
But that's a good thought.
I had to say.
Yeah.
Why are they able to sell Pringles at 80 cents?
What's Pringles and Dunn's? About fucking €4.
So if they're not on offer, they're about €4.
Yeah, that's
so why are they able to sell them for $1.20 or €1?
I don't know what's wrong with them.
What's wrong with them? Who dropped them? Do you know?
Are they drop Pringles?
Who dropped them? When they're selling Coke, like real Coke, not Coke now, not white Coke. I mean like Coca-Cola. If they're selling cheap. 24 and they're like €8 for 24 cans, you're like, what happened to them?
But it doesn't taste the same.
But why though?
I don't know. They must get it from some.
It's like Deals.
Yeah.
It's like Deals, Ray. Yeah. I'm glad now we're finally getting onto it. If you go into Deals and no more than Sean, you're saying Lancome or L'Oreal.
Yeah.
If I go in and buy a L'Oreal, it comes out like Pucky out, Sowie out, jizz.
Yes.
And And I go, that's why it's 150 though.
Too.
Yeah, so was that a bad batch?
Do you think
anyone out there who works in these places, is it a bad batch?
Did they just get all the bad batches?
So they're like, let's say if you're working in L'Oreal, you make a big bucket load of the size of this room full of shampoo, and then someone goes, lads, you put the wrong ingredients in or something. Do they go, okay, just send it to Deals and Mr. Price then?
Yes.
Is that what happens?
Maybe.
I need to know.
But then I think to myself, like, who made these frames that I was holding in my hand?
Oh, China kid.
But
a China child.
But if a Chinese child has in fact
Bangladeshi is a big one.
Bangladeshi child has handcrafted this frame, put cellophane on it, shipped it halfway around the world, right? And it lands to me
around the Horn of Africa. You can't go through the Suez Canal.
You can't go through the Suez Canal anymore because the Houthis are doing the right thing.
Yeah, Johnny Depp and the boys are flying into it's mental what's going on. Do you follow Mark McCabe? Not the DJ. So he's a captain of a ship. Anyway,
I do enjoy him.
He's unbelievable.
He's going the far way now.
He's going round the long way, round the Horn.
Isn't that nice though that an Irish captain essentially driving the biggest ship in the world, and he decided, I'll set up a TikTok now and talk shite.
He's so calm about it. He's unreal, isn't he?
Bit of a storm coming in there now.
Yeah, might die.
Might lose a container.
Don't know. I'll see you tomorrow. He's class. He's unreal. But anyway, he has to go around the Horn anyway because of these pirates. And I love how calm he is. He's like, oh yeah, they've been killing a lot of people there now, so we said we'd go around the long way.
Yeah.
He's not that, you know what I mean? Unreal. Anyway, what were you saying? So this Bangladeshi child.
Bangladeshi child. So I get my frame, I'm holding it there. So obviously this is the end of the frame's career now. It's about to get sold to me.
Yes.
And I'm going to essentially discard the frame and keep the glass.
Unless you,
but I'm worried about the quality of the glass in this frame.
Yeah.
So I press it. I press it.
Cracks. Them Bangladeshi kids are shite, Ray, making this. They're useless, man.
This is where though, you know me a while now. I'd have a horrid affected conscience.
But just put it down.
But this
and get another one.
The right thing to do. But the right thing to do would be to bring it up to the cash desk and say, I cracked this glass.
Yeah.
And I'd like to pay for it, please.
Yeah, the right thing that they would do then is go, no, it's okay.
Yeah, but none of that happened because I made a very poor decision.
You thieving, ignorant, pucky sowie.
I put it back down. And I have been thinking about it and obsessing about it ever since.
Ray, you flipping loony. You get yourself arrested. Don't be saying it out loud here.
No, but nobody listens to this.
You flipping loony, man. There's going to be guards and everything listening to this.
I just feel really bad, though. I'm probably going back down to Mr. Price and admitting it all to them.
I'm going to see
Should I go into the guard station and make a statement?
No, I'm going to see your face on all the lampposts. Like, if you see this man
the crude draw
break glass in case of emergency. That's
one thing I could say. I thought it was an emergency.
Yeah, so
my fire training kicked in.
The whole place said there was a fire burning in one of the candlesticks was going.
Fire burning in my heart to get home to my woman.
I don't think I've ever noticed that in you before, that you would you go, no, Jaxie, I'm going down now, and that's it.
It highlighted every now and again. There comes a time where because my
what else have you done? I've killed a man. That's what I'm going to say next. I buried two bodies.
But to show you now the light and day of my conscience.
Yeah.
At Christmas time, I didn't know what to say this to you. I was putting up a light for my father.
Right.
He had bought a new sensor light for the front yard.
Yeah.
And he asked me to put it in because I was once an electrician. I did 3 months with Martin Kavanagh.
That's right.
And that was my electrical career. And now, ever since that, my father now thinks I can do these things.
You can barely wire a plug.
So, just about wire a plug. But there was me putting up this, on St. Stephen's Day, up a ladder, him holding it, handing up tools to me putting up this sensor light. Yeah. And my brother-in-law, Michael McConaughey, landed in with his incredibly long jacket. Do you know, are incredibly long jackets allowed on fellas?
Yeah, no, so December, January.
Yeah, only in December, January.
Yeah.
But this was down to just above his ankles.
Yeah, no, that's a Christmas jacket.
He looked like Jurgen Klopp coming up the hall.
Jurgen Klopp doesn't wear long jackets.
He wears the big black puffy old long jackets.
You mean a sport jacket, like a training jacket?
You get in regatta that goes down to your ankles.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, well...
It looked like a sleeping bag that someone cut the bottom off.
The worst thing about them is, like, how would you reach down far enough to start zipping it? You have to pull it up and you look like a bollocks.
He looks like an idiot when he's putting it on.
Yeah, your tongue is out then. Yeah.
Anyway, there he is with his big long sleeping bag jacket on him.
Yeah.
No offence, Michael.
Yeah, no offence at all.
Everybody else loves it, by the way.
Go to roast you.
Yeah. Here he is anyway, and he's looking up at me putting up the light, and my father standing at the bottom of this, and he says, "That's an expense now." And I said, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "Oh, you can claim that now back against the tax as a business expense for the farm."
Right.
Yeah.
You mean €2 for a bulb?
But no. I was putting a new sensor light in, which was worth about €50.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was putting it up and he was going, you should put that now in your farm accounts.
Jeez, there's a fellow who doesn't miss anything.
I said, hold on a minute now, Michael. I said, you can't be claiming that. That's not an allowable expense against the business of the farm because the farm is not here. It's up the road. And then this is where
I don't really understand you a lot of it. That's so bizarre that you were willing to smash this frame on the ground.
Yeah, and I wasn't willing to smash it.
And then when it came to this like really obscure, like obsolete really obsolete tax equation.
Yeah, I wanted to
You were like, no, we won't. Yeah.
No, I said, you can't be claiming that. That's dishonest, I said. You can't be dishonest when doing your taxes.
But you can go around smashing up Mr. Price, isn't it, yeah?
Yeah. That's where I then, after I left Mr. Price, I thought there's something not connected here. I'm not applying this this morality in all places.
Here's a phrase. This is it. You're passionate about all the wrong stuff.
Possibly,
You're passionate about all the wrong stuff. This country is built on tax evasion rate.
It is, I know. And that's, yeah.
No, I
knew Michael had good intentions. Yeah. Trying to save my father a few pounds. I'm turning around to my father going, no, you'll pay the tax and you'll like it.
What I mean is this country is cut on very well thought out corner cutting.
Right. Okay.
And little things like that is what keeps the Irish man.
But that
living.
was what I was doing down at Mr. Price. I was corner cutting. I wasn't even done.
You were saving your own cheek. It's the same thing as murdering someone, Ray. Manslaughter. What you did was manslaughter.
Manslaughter of a picture frame.
You didn't mean at the time it was.
I hadn't set out to break that glass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And in the moment, then you ended up covering your tracks.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all morality goes out the window when it comes to the genuine act of manslaughter and the genuine act of forcible frame breaking and window cracking. Okay. You then cover it. You cover it up, and it goes against everything. But in this instance, you're saving.
It was a moment of madness.
Yeah. You're saving your embarrassment. And you're saving your freedom.
€2.50.
Yeah, and in your case, the freedom is the €2.50
to spend somewhere else.
Yeah,
I could have bought 4 bags of Pringles.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You could have bought a load of party hats, right? You could have bought about 50 party hats.
Yeah, some plastic.
Same
Mickeys.
thing as manslaughter.
Yeah.
So, but where it came to the very, very before the act had even happened, so the act of that putting down the light and perhaps claiming the tax back on it.
Yeah.
Before that had even happened, you then decided, no, we will not be committing this act.
Oh, because that was intentional.
Yeah. So you had the frame of mind to go, we're not going to commit this act.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut it at source.
Okay.
But it was too late for the photo frame, right?
The photo frame is dead.
Do you know? The photo frame is on, but you have to think about that photo frame's family.
Okay, that's good.
So you'd never be a murderer, but you could be a bad slaughterer. Okay. Now.
That's interesting. That wasn't really the insight into my psyche that I was expecting, but sure, look, we'll take it.
Ray, anything else you want to get on to before we wrap up?
I would also like to ask you how you feel, speaking, given the debate that we actually had there just earlier, about being replaced by a woman.
How did I get replaced by a woman?
People listening to this podcast may remember, the people that have listened to all the episodes, that at one point, young Kendy was the star of a show called The Boy from the Far Side of the Moon. Right? And that show is back on, folks. It was obviously didn't make it because the night before COVID hit, it was doing the final dress rehearsal. Kendy was on stage, all dressed up, ready to take himself to new limits.
It was going on the next night.
It's going on the next night, and then Leo's Radker came out and said, no, or no, it was Micheals Martin at that point.
Yeah, Holly Warchin.
He said, no thanks, lads. There'll be no Boy from the Far Side of the Moon this year, nor it'll be next year.
That's what he said on the Warchin News.
It was actually listed in the things that was cancelled.
It was. Yeah, it was.
And obviously Mark was upset, but
my first ever musical, and I had the lead role.
And the makers of this musical have now
moved on very quickly,
risen from the ashes of COVID.
Yes,
and have
like a phoenix,
and they put the production back on. But what they didn't do was ring Mark.
Yeah, what they
did do was that, you know who'd be better at this? Haven't seen a man do it.
A woman
would be better.
A camogie player instead of a hurler.
Come here. How do you feel?
It's
are you going to go and see it?
I think I will go and see it.
It is a show, by the way. It's in the Hawkswell from the 29th of February to the Saturday the 2nd of March. And I say March very funny.
It's called Esmeralda from the Far Side. Esmeralda, the girl from the Far Side.
Yeah, what was your name? Your character's name?
I can't remember.
That's why you didn't get back in.
So, do you know what it taught me, Ray? Genuinely now. What it taught me was, and some other people have fallen victim to this also, COVID took away my prime years.
Okay.
I had 2 or 3 years there where I was about to come into my prime.
Okay.
And I was about to become a big dick.
That's possible.
Likely, I would say. More so. And COVID hit right at the time when I was about to burst myself like a phoenix.
Yeah.
And I lost my prime years, and now I'm an old shitty old fart.
Who won't go to the toilet.
Who can't go to the toilet but still shits himself.
Okay.
That's what happens, Ray. That's the word.
Are you bitter?
No, not bitter, man. You know, the only way to be bitter, Ray, is to just try and get better. The only way to get over bitterness is trying to get better.
Betterness.
The betterness about
Very
it.
good. Well, anyone that'd like to go and see a right job in that show,
Savage.
It's in the Hawkswell.
Can I just say, musical theatre in Sligo now, and theatre in general, is about to pop off.
Flying, but you
Singing Abroad Inside in the Rain is going on.
Singing Abroad Inside in the Rain.
And
that's
then,
on, when is that on? That's in February.
That's in February sometime as well.
That's a big ensemble cast.
And then there is also a play called
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
And that is starring Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's
actually starring my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law?
Yeah, she's the prime female lady role in it.
And Laura's in it as well, isn't she?
She is playing a prostitute.
Well, do you know what?
She's the lesser...
I mean, the method acting alone.
She's the lesser good-looking prostitute.
So she's ugly.
That's how she's described, yeah. She's uglier prostitute.
The uglier prostitute.
Which is going to take some serious method acting from her.
Yeah, she is like Daniel Day Kendy now. She has been around Sligo, lads, for the last 2 months. And you know something that's a sight to behold?
Stop it. I didn't really realise what you meant by around Sligo. In my head, she was like, drinking pints and graces and trying to get,
No, she's dirty.
That's everything for tonight. Okay. But there are all the shows that you'd like to go see.
Yeah, you could also go see the best of all the shows, Ray. And I don't want to just shout these two lads out because we know them. But Kendy and Raybo are doing a live show for the Sligo Comedy Festival on what night?
The 22nd of February.
The 22nd of February.
Tickets are available, and now we have a reason for you to go.
It is sofunnysligo.com to see our next live show, and we have a reason for you to go, Ray. What is it?
Kevin McGahern.
Kevin McGahern, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a special guest on the night.
You know him from such productions as The Republic of Telly,
Hardy Books,
and
stand-up comedy.
There you go.
That's his face.
Jesus, we almost did it like the two Johnnies there.
Unreal, wasn't it?
That was really good. That wasn't even rehearsed.
Imagine if we prepped anything, like anything ever.
No.
It'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it?
Waste time.
Kevin McGahern's going to join us on the night as well. I have been a huge fan of his for years. I grew up on The Republic of Telly.
Yeah.
That was my kind of teenage Tuesday night job or whatever. Like watch. I can't wait. So that's on 22nd of February. Thank you so much, Picture Productions and the Sligo Show, for letting us use their studio again.
Yeah.
A big fair play to James.
Money's in the post.
The money is in the post.
Yeah.
A big fair play to James for flicking the keys clean off himself.
Sarah Plass for the alcohol.
And for getting me out
of course, our sponsors for sponsoring the more palatable alcohol, which was the tins of Heineken.
And sorry if we got cancelled.
Ray, we did get cancelled in this one.
Are you
happy enough finishing up at this point?
I'll die on this sword.
Yeah, well, we'll have good company in Graham Lennon. Do you know?
Ourselves, Graham Lennon. I don't know who else got cancer around this country. Who knows, man? He couldn't keep up with us.
But you'll find now good friends of yours now will not be your friend anymore.
Yeah. You listen to those boys. How dare you?
You'll be ringing to Sean Riley and he won't answer your calls.
No.
Or Shoon, as we call him.
You bed your bed. Shoon, right. Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items and Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge.